Put about 1 inch of water in the bottom of the double boiler, and then add the top pan and pour the milk into that. Bring the water in the lower pan to a boil, and it will gently heat the milk in the top pan. The milk in this recipe is primarily the liquid that will be gelled by the eggs. It also provides some salts that are essential for the custard to gel, and it provides some proteins and lactose that can contribute to the Maillard reaction. We scald the milk in this recipe to develop some flavor and to preheat it to shorten the cooking time. We don't want to overheat the milk at this point because that may cause the proteins in the eggs to denature and curdle when we add the milk to them. The milk is scalded when it forms a skin on the top. Look closely to see this skin. You can see the wrinkles near the edges of the pan. Beat the egg to thoroughly mix the white and the yolk together. The egg provides the proteins that denature when they are heated and gel the custard. The egg also provides some color, some of its own flavor, and both proteins and sugars for an additional minimal amount of the Maillard browning. Mix in the sugar, salt, and vanilla. The sugar provides sweetness, the salt adds more taste, and the vanilla provides its own flavor. Stir in the scalded milk and mix together. Pour the custard mixture into 2 matching custard cups. Place these custard cups into a Pyrex baker and pour the hot water from the bottom of the double boiler around the cups. This hot water will prevent the custard around the sides of the cups from reaching too high a temperature before the custard in the center of the cup is adequately cooked. If the temperature is too high, the custard will overcook. Overcooked custard forms too tight a protein gel network that squeezes out liquid into interior pockets or pores. Place the custards in the oven and cook for about 30 minutes. To tell when your custard is done, insert a knife into the center and pull it out. If the knife comes out clean, like this, the custard is done. Remove the custard cups from the hot liquid using a jar lifter.
To compare the different custard treatments, you will perform 2 tests. The first test measures percent sag, or how much the custard loses its shape and sags when it's removed from the custard cup. A firm custard will hold its shape and have a low percent sag. The stronger the protein gel structure, the firmer the custard and the less the sag. Begin the test by inserting a toothpick through the center of the custard while it's still in the custard cup. You are measuring the depth of the custard, so make sure the toothpick goes all the way to the bottom of the cup. Use your fingers to mark the depth of the custard on the toothpick. Remove the toothpick and use a ruler to measure the distance in centimeters. Record this measurement. You will use it to calculate the percent sag. Next, loosen the custard from the cup with a spatula so the custard can be removed in one piece. Place a plate on top of the custard cup and quickly flip the cup to remove the custard without destroying the shape. Immediately insert a toothpick into the center of the custard. Once again, you are measuring the depth of the custard, so make sure the toothpick reaches the plate. Measure the depth of the custard as before and record this measurement. You will use it to calculate the percentage sag. Calculate the percentage sag using the formula in your lab handout. and record your calculations for comparison to the other students' custards. The second test measures the amount of syneresis, or how much liquid is expelled from the custard. Use the same custard that was used for the percentage sag test. Begin setting up this test by placing a funnel in the top of a graduated cylinder. Place a small piece of cheesecloth in the funnel. The cheesecloth acts like a filter, allowing the liquid to flow through while preventing the solids from falling into the graduated cylinder. Put the custard in the funnel and allow it to drain for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, measure the amount of liquid in the graduated cylinder in milliliters. Record this amount on your lab handout and on the class data sheet for comparisons to the other students' custards.